Hey guys, so today I'll be teaching you how to do 3 braiding alternatives. The first one is a twist braid. The second one just involves using these tiny little hair lackeys. And then the third one is a combination of a normal plait and those tiny hair lackeys. Okay, so the first braiding alternative involves taking 2 pieces of hair at the front of your head. And then we roll them, the top one, underneath the front one. We pick up on both sides. We then take the top one and put it underneath the front one. Again, we grab from both sides, over and under. Just going to bring the rest of my hair over to the side and continue down. So grabbing and twisting. And I'm just going to grab a hair lackey and just tie it off at the end and just sort of let it unravel a little bit. Because I have a fringe, this sort of top section has sort of fallen out of the twist. So what I'm going to do is just grab that section of hair, sort of twist and pull back. And after it's been twisted and pulled back, I'm just going to grab a couple of bobby pins. And pin that down like so. Now at the back, where it's a little bit loose, I'll grab a couple more bobby pins. And we'll just cross them over all the way up the back. And there you go, that is braiding alternative number 1. Okay, so the second alternative involves using a bunch of these tiny hair elastics. If you can get them in clear or in your hair colour, they will work the best. So in the pack that I have, they range from small to medium to large. So depending on which section of your hair you are tying back, you may choose to have a different sized elastic. So the way I do it is taking the smallest elastic first in your pack. You take a small section from the front of your head, your little elastic band, and you just tie it off. Okay, so you just pull this little ponytail, not too tight, but basically flat this way. Okay, then you grab a small section of hair behind where this ponytail sits, add it to your first ponytail, and then we take another small hair elastic and tie it off like a few centimeters down. Okay, pull down, and we just repeat this all the way down to the end of our hair. You want to make sure it goes right behind your ear at this point. When you hit this point in your head, you want to make sure it sits right behind your ear. Okay, so once you have hit about your ear, you want to start adding hair, not just from the top, like above the hair lackey, you want to start adding it from below too. So you want to sort of grab around the section, so it's above and below. That hair lackey there is my largest one because we're adding in quite a bit of hair. If your hair is really thick, you might want to change to just a really thin, normal elastic band instead of a lackey. Okay, just pulling the rest of my hair around. You want to make sure these hair lackeys sit right at the base of your neck. Okay, so once you've hit just sort of at your earlobe, you want to take the rest of your hair and tie it all off with an elastic. You want to do that one quite loosely because you don't want that to snap. Okay, so you can either leave it like this with a ponytail, or you can just keep taking your little hair elastics and pulling them all the way down the ponytail. In this step you want to keep the lacquers pretty much an even distance apart. Okay, so this is braiding alternative number 2. This braiding alternative doesn't have to be just done to the side, it can also be done backwards, and that's what I'll show you in the third alternative. Okay, so for the third braiding alternative, you got to start by parting your hair down the middle and tying off one of those sections. Okay, once you've done that, take your comb and we're going to just brush back this section. Just going to put a few bobby pins on this side so this hair doesn't come into the other section. Okay, so now that's all pinned away, we're going to grab a small section at the top of our head. In my case, the smaller the better, so my fringe stays in. And then we'll take a small hair elastic and tie that off. Okay, so we pull it, so you want to have your elbows out and we want to pull it down. Then we split this section into 3, and because I find it easier, I'm just going to braid backwards 5 times. Take a little hair lucky and tie that off. Okay, and just like alternative number 2, you're going to grab a small section from both sides of your head, so you want to have it just under here like that, and we'll tie those together. Yep, pull it back so we don't form any little bubbles, and we're going to braid 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, grab a small section underneath that. Comb your fingers through to get the hair flat, and we'll tie it off. When we reach about here, we want to pull down. Okay, so it keeps going around the head. Under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like we did with the second braiding alternative, if we have more hair, we increase the thickness of the band. Okay, so I've gone too far. In this one, I've added another braid, but if I tie it off, it comes too far down. I'm just going to undo that. And just put a second lucky over this one to tie in the rest of the hair. So some of these sections around here may be a little loose. All you have to do is pull them back and take a bobby pin and place it under the sections that are loose. So once you've finished braiding that section, you have your ponytail, and you just continue the same thing coming down the ponytail. So you split it into 3, under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tie it off, split it back into 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After you've done that, you just want to fluff out each braid, and then all you have to do is repeat it on the other side. Okay, so here is the finished look for alternative number 3. So with the ends, if you didn't want to just go braid, 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 you could go braid, a gap like we did in the second alternative, braid, gap as well. And also if you want to try something a little bit more advanced, you could fishtail every section and fishtail those sections as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and comment below what you'd like me to do next. These styles are perfect for spring, also for people who do not know how to braid. Yes, it might take a little bit longer, but you get the same look as a normal Dutch braid or a French braid would give you. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!